Hello and welcome to Final Show Films. Before you enjoy the following production, there's just a few things I'd like to get out of the way first. Starting off, I'd like to thank all of our patron supporters, especially our $25 tier supporters, Antitonic, Cat, Waterflame, and Samantha Bates. If you'd like to support us, you can do so on our Patreon at patreon.com/fsfilms, as well as by following me on Twitter at Johnny Bates, following and subscribing to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Senstaku, on YouTube, youtube.com/Senstaku, and on any of our podcast feeds, links to which you can find on my Twitter account. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I hope you have a good time. Bye.
Revelations, while still personal. Not really revelation. Hi, everybody.
37 seconds, people.
Not that long.
Not that long for an intro video, especially when we were used to like 1:08 last time. But still, welcome this evening to Changeling the Lost in Grover Green, the Changeling World of Darkness Chronicle for Final Show Films. I am your storyteller, Jack, and in order for you to meet your cast of characters this evening, let's start with introductions, beginning with William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Phaedra Flanagan, the Ogre Gristle Grinder.
And Holly.
Start, guys.
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm playing Lark, the Beast One Wing.
And Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I am playing Mira, obviously a changeling fairest Kyrugan playmate. And I'd like to point out that Jeremy has a choice about whether or not he sends us live after the intro ends.
I mean, yes, it could be just a straight blank screen for X amount of time.
For 20 minutes while we handle all the various tangents that we always figure out. Don't worry, guys. They'll be coming on any minute now.
I should
also
do
with
that
us this
next
evening.
time.
Also with us this evening is Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara, and I'm playing Lys, the Wizened Oracle.
And Jeremy.
Hello, I'm Jeremy, and I am playing Adele, the Darkling Grey White.
Who's sitting there angling a pad of paper toward a single light bulb in order to catch the reflection from where she just crime scene investigated her pencil lead across it to see what was impressed from the piece above that was torn away. While Lys's backpack once again begins a slightly muffled sound from the next room over. There's a very old tale of a quiet wolf who lived in a comfortable woodland. He slept peacefully in the fields, hunted under the trees, and took shelter in the caverns of red stone. But one day, 3 powerful creatures invaded his forest, and he awoke to find the landscape harsh and barren. Therefore, bereft of peace, food, and shelter, he went to the dwelling of the first. "Let me in, little one," he called at the door. "You have cut down my grassy fields to make your castle of straw, and I am weary and need rest." But there was no answer. So he went to the dwelling of the second. "Let me in, little one," he called at the door. "You have felled all the trees in my forest to make your castle of wood, and I am hungry without my prey." But once again there was no answer. So he went to the dwelling of the third. "Let me in, little one," he called at the door. "You have mined away my caverns to make your castle of brick, but a storm approaches and I must gain shelter." And at this, the door swung open to welcome him. But when the wolf stepped inside, the 3 swine fell upon him with their tusks and gored him to ribbons before eating his flesh as the tempest burst upon them. Why do I tell you this story? Well, simply to illustrate the fact that when the pigs move into your neighborhood, don't try to make friends. Ring the Alarum-bell.
I hate that radio so much. Adele says.
Already broken. Can't break it more.
That sounds like a challenge. But what I'm not going to take at the moment. We have things to
I'm not there.
So, Adele, you have a clue.
Somebody hold this for me and read it off to me as she opens up her web browser and tries to find out what exactly is at this address.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Meanwhile, Phage, you were in the Hollow.
Yes.
Was anybody with you, or was it just you?
I was.
Okay.
This was.
Yep. So, you two in the hollow, as Adele is trying to examine this address and see what's there.
It's not.
You guys have established that Nero is not in the hollow.
It's not here.
No, he's not. And that's going to be a problem. I'll check out back, and she starts to head towards the balcony that we have.
Okay.
Any sign of him out back?
The balcony is the lift on the balcony is still up. You step out. Give me a wits and composure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going out too. I don't want her to go alone. I'm
Okay.
staying here. Can I make that as well?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
1.
Okay. Phage, as you step out, it's very dark. There's just a faint twinkle of starlight ahead. Pretty low, not coming from directly overhead like you would anticipate in the reel. But things are weird in the hedge, especially when you start stepping away from the safety of a hollow. You don't see any any evidence of anybody leaving. There's no debris or tracks, any remnants left behind on the lift. The hedge around is still just as dense as ever, very dark, very thick. Liz, as you step out there, you see more or less the same, but your ears pick up on just the faintest howl in the distance, which definitely takes you back to the first time you came to this hollow, also at night.
I don't think he's out there.
Well,
I hope Vanessa's not out there.
well, if he is out there, he's going to be Direwolf, or Briarwolf, actually, is right, Tim. He's going to be Briarwolf food too soon, so hopefully he's smarter than to go out at night.
No, he's not that. He's not. He wouldn't do that.
No, I don't think he would either.
So he must have gone out to.
After his fetch.
He had bad. Did he leave? I hope he brought stuff with him at least. I'm going back in to look to see because I know he brought stuff into the hedge. I know he had things on him. I want to see if he left anything behind. Liz is specifically looking for the nail because she knows that that's useful against fetches and fae and things.
Okay. Are you looking in the hollow or are you going back into the crack house to look around?
I'm going to look in the hollow first.
Okay. Give me a wits and investigation.
Okay.
And this is a fairly small area that you're reasonably familiar with, so I'll give you a +1 on this one.
Okay. 3 successes.
Okay. Looking around, you see the bed where he had slept when recovering and trying to get into his fetch's dreams. Undisturbed, doesn't look like anybody's used it in a couple days. The gruel pot is sitting there. The coals under it are slightly warm, but not warm enough that it's actually ready to cook anything. It would need a little tending to that. And a few various scraps of furniture and stuff that you guys have either drug in here or hedge sculpted yourselves. But the hollow is more or less barren, and definitely on the smaller side, especially now that Gale has left the motley. But you don't find any evidence of the nail or any items of interest that would indicate Nero's presence here that recently.
Okay. Strange question, because I know that when people are upset, things grow just without you trying. Does it look like Nero? Can I tell if Nero was here recently and what his state of mind was? If he didn't stay here, like, can I tell anything about when he might have left? It doesn't look like he slept here, but
Give me an intelligence and occult then.
Okay. Weird questions. Come on. Two successes.
Okay. So Liz knows that while the hedge is very psychoactive, hollows tend to be extremely less so. Hollows are shaped by intent, definitely, but they tend to remain fairly static. That's one of the draws to them, especially for changelings, is that you can actually build something and have it stay while you're gone. So it's fairly rare that the interior of a hollow would react nearly as much as the wilder dynamic aspects of the exterior hedge. So looking around, you're not seeing anything new or anything particularly different that catches your eye that would indicate that Nero either made any alterations or was in a strong enough emotional state, if he was in here, to reflexively cause something to manifest.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to tell the others and find him. Worry.
Unfortunately, Nero's a fast worker, so this is either going to be problematic already, or he may have 1 in a million chance may have already solved everything, but I doubt that one.
Okay.
All right. So are you guys headed back in to find everybody else?
Yep.
Okay. Lark, as everybody's come into the house and been looking around, Neofly immediately sort of went to just do a brief scan of the house, and I believe he went out to the backyard as well. You hear him sort of just the door slam behind him, and you're sort of left kind of in the foyer by yourself. What's your plan as far as everything goes here?
I mean, she's just gonna try to search the rooms for any clues that she can find.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wits and investigation. And then, Mira, you're there just sort of holding this pad of paper as Liss's backpack did some chatter. And Adele is on her phone looking something up.
All right. I'll read off to her what's on the paper.
Okay.
What I was asked to do.
0 successes.
Okay. So yeah, you're looking around, Lark. You're not finding much. Nothing particular that gives you any indication other than you guys know that this is where you left Nero last. But no indications that Tessa stopped by or anything of that nature. No indications as to what he was up to much or where he went.
Okay.
But Adele, Google Maps is Google Maps still.
What kind of building is it? I mean, yeah, I'm looking for all the starting information I need. If it is a big enough building, Google Maps will sometimes give the building a name. It'll tend to be fairly obvious if it's residential, if whatever the case may be.
It looks to be a standard Baltimore row house, very much on a residential block, a little ways away from some of the green space. Mount Royal Terrace Park is just a couple blocks away.
Okay.
It's in between the 4083 interchange, so probably a fairly highly trafficked region, but most of the traffic probably keeps to the main arterials. This is definitely a side residential road.
Okay. So it's time to go from just the maps to Google Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do exactly what Google Earth is intended to do, which is spy on the house as near as you can with a still image.
Yes. Yep. It doesn't look particularly strange or anything. It looks like because Baltimore row houses usually, it's a 2-lane road running both directions with enough space for street parking out front, but the houses all share walls. This is one that's sandwiched in between two others on a city block. Seems to be a kind of a brick sidewalk out front, some trees.
Okay.
No one's got a flag flying from the house or anything that might be.
It doesn't look like it's particularly abandoned or anything like that.
No, it looks.
Okay.
Honestly, it looks like from what you can see on like satellite view, street view, things like that. It looks a little more upscale than your current environs. That's for sure. You don't see anything that looks like, oh, hey, this one's abandoned and police taped or anything like yours would probably be if you guys had not taken pains to ensure that it stayed off the radar as much as it could.
Right.
I mean, it was police taped at one point.
It was at one point. You guys just got rid of it.
So click off Google or tap off Google Maps to a more general Google news search it. See
Nothing
if it's popped up in any news stories if it's significant that way at all.
Nope.
Okay.
Seems very benign.
Do we have a Yellow Pages still?
I mean, it exists as much as Yellow Pages does. Yeah.
Good luck finding one. If it's anywhere like here,
there's one under every desk.
Give me a wits and investigation for Mira.
I mean, there is probably a heavily decayed,
but it is online now.
Yeah, or she can do it. If she's looking for an actual book, wits and investigation. If she's looking online, intelligence and computers.
There's a stack of heavily decaying Yellow Pages.
You know what? I think
door.
that looking in person is funnier.
You don't think those would have stolen one? Those are useful.
That was a chance. Oh yeah, that was a chance die. Yep. Well, even with a failure on a chance die, but not a dramatic failure, you do find a local Yellow Pages. About half of it, anyway. And of that half, a lot of the pages have been torn out, and there's a faint smell of weed coming off of it.
Accurate.
Yeah. I'll flip through, but I don't have high hopes for this.
Yeah, I mean, actually going through a hard copy Yellow Pages would take a lot of time, especially if you're looking for an address.
Yeah.
Especially, and and it's definitely the back half.
Okay.
Yeah. Just ripping pages off to roll blunts.
Yep.
I'm going to send a quick text to... I'm going to send a text to yeah, I guess it's the best option right now. I'm going to send a text to Gilly.
Okay.
That reads, good morning. I realize it's afternoon, but I assume for her that's morning as much as it is for me. Let me know when convenient to stop by and follow up. Side question. Do you know if any of us live at blah?
Okay.
1921 Park.
Right.
She had also asked that the club be open for an autumn court meeting. I don't know.
Yes. Wait. What?
Last time you had met with Gilly, she'd requested that
Right.
the
Was
club.
there at a
Mhm.
specific time?
She had not given you a specific time. No, she just sometime to it was going to be today.
Okay.
Given the club, you assume, and awesome Autumn Court, you assume probably
Evening,
evening-ish. Right.
I mean, that's fine. It can be open without being open.
Right. But yeah,
That's
and
the
that was
plan.
pretty much the implied intent was that it's open
I
for
will be
Autumn
there
Court.
to unlock the door for this. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much. So. Okay. So that text is sent off.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Mira and Adele. You guys are the only ones that have seen the note. Give me an intelligence and investigation.
Okay.
It's a chance die.
Yay, chance dies.
It is not a chance die.
Not a dramatic failure, I don't think.
Nope.
Nope.
Would journalism apply?
Not really in this. Well, investigative journal. Actually, yeah, I'll allow it this. Yeah. Yeah.
That's +1. Two.
Okay. So the main things that jump out at you, Adele, looking at the note, obviously you've got a residential address.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a changeling's house, you know that it's very likely that Nero was spending most of his spare time locked up trying to do as much investigation as he could.
Right. Okay. Thank you for reminding me of my initial thought from last week.
Right. Yes. And J and C are definitely initials you recognize.
Those were Nero's initials before he was a
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know I don't know this, but I was just confirming.
Yes.
God damn it.
John Carver, right?
Yes.
Something I can help with.
You haven't gained the power to turn back time yet, have you?
It's not quite a thing I think is advisable in most situations, but we can work to solve anything that has come up.
How is it, even when I make an obvious... How is it, Mira, that even when I make an obvious joke to which there is a simple answer, you are incapable of providing it?
I'm here to help you, not to tell you what's comfortable for you to hear. So what do we need to prevent by turning back time or other methods?
I'm fairly sure Nero has located his fetch and has gone to confront it.
And Phage and Liz, that's what you guys hear coming down the stairs.
No, he's not in the...
That's just about what I was thinking too.
Okay, so that's happened. That's a failure of communication for our team, but it's happened now.
No, him.
Nope. This was not a there was fault on all sides situation.
I didn't say there was fault on our sides. He said our team made a mistake. Specifically, Nero didn't tell us something.
Well.
Now the question is,
did you...
A good next step would be trying to figure out how that went. How dead he is.
Very.
Oh.
No, he's fine. We're gonna find him. Where did you find his? He had a nail.
Neofly steps back in from the backyard. I think he had 10 of those.
What?
10 of what? No. Nail, like a hammer.
Like a nail, like a metal nail.
What's that have to do with anything?
What about it?
Iron.
Oh.
Did he take the nail with him? I didn't find it in the hedge or the hollow.
I mean, we can look around, but Lister, we are currently within our domicile, which is, to be charitable, not in the best condition. So unless this is a very distinctive nail,
It was in my eye.
we're probably not going. If you picked a random nail up off the ground, would you be able to tell if it was in your eye or not? It's an honest question.
I don't know.
Give me an intelligence and academics list.
Okay. All right. Sure. Also, just FYI, Jeremy, you're a little soft. Apparently hard to hear.
Well, sorry, Kat.
Yeah.
I know who that
is. 0 successes. Oh, look at this.
You're pretty sure you could. You're pretty sure you could.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too hard.
All right.
No,
Well,
I know what it was.
It would have blood on it.
Exactly.
Okay. So let us assume that Nero and the nail can be found at the same place until we have evidence to suspect they have been separated.
I understand it has it's an iron nail. Are you saying he was going to use it as a weapon of some kind?
I don't know what he was thinking. So out of character, would Liz have any idea how effective that might be if we could get an iron nail and stab it into his fetch? Because I know that iron is bad against Fae, but I'm not sure. Fetches are weird and slightly different. And also,
give me intelligence and occult. This one's at a -2 because this is some weird shit.
Okay. Oops, sorry, I forgot to do the minus. Let me do that again.
Okay.
2 successes.
As far as that goes, the vulnerability of changelings and the true Fae to cold iron is fairly well documented.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know specifically how cold iron affects a fetch, although you feel like it would probably be similar.
Okay.
It is as much a creation of the true Fae as you are, if not more so.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be if he took it with him, then he's probably he has a chance. And if we can find it and bring it to him, then he'll have a better chance.
Okay. Is this something that he is normally carrying around with him?
I know he took it in his pocket. He put it in his pocket after the party. I don't know if he would carry it around with him.
Has Liz.
What?
You said you put it in his pocket. Does he know that he has?
He put it in his pocket. Okay. He took it from me and put it in his pocket. He had it when we got out.
Do we have reason to suspect that if he was intending to use it, he would have left it behind?
Well, no. I don't know if he took it.
Looked for it once.
I could
find it. Maybe we should assume it's with him. and we can get you your nail back.
I can just look real quick. Maybe I can see it. Where's a light bulb? I'm gonna go toward a light.
There's
source.
a few of them.
Because Liz has never explained this. So she's gonna stare at the light for a while and then look away and try and see where the nail is. If it's with Nero, or if it's here somewhere, or if he's lost it.
I mean, to be fair, even when Liz explains things aren't really explained.
No,
So no one listens to Liz aside from Mira.
Okay. So you want to use your one panamancy for this game session for the nail. Wits and composure.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do that. I
Okay.
want to find the nail. All right, wits and composure. Two successes.
Signs seem to indicate that wherever Nero is, the nail is either with him or close by, at least.
He's got it. It's okay. He's got it. We just have to go to that address then.
Adele, did you know exactly when this was? It seems like it might have been a while ago.
I mean, he's been here it's been what, a day since we told him to come? It's been like 12 hours.
I thought
it's been about 2 days actually. I think
okay.
about 48 hours. Yeah, because you guys dropped him off here the night that Liz got arrested.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then you did the entire day with the Goblin Market, and this is the day after. So he's probably been here coming up on 48 hours ish.
He didn't sleep here. Not in the hollow.
He didn't sleep in the hollow. There's other places.
That doesn't mean he didn't sleep out here.
Did he sleep in his bedroom here? Has anyone checked?
Neo flies like, I'll go check.
Okay. I'll wait.
Yep. And he goes upstairs. After a few minutes, he comes back down. I mean, blankets and shit are moved around, so he probably
at
least slept here.
All right.
So today.
All right. So when somebody goes off chasing the monster on their own, the smart thing is not just to blindly rush after them. We need to have a plan. We need to, when we arrive there, attempt to scout out the location, determine who is there, determine if the fetch is there, determine if it has anyone else living there, determine if Nero is there, determine if Nero is dead, determine, etc., and then we decide what to do.
And it's important to remember that while we're doing all of this, the fetch can easily identify us.
Yes, if it sees us.
Is how Nero figured this out important or useful at this point, or is it just we're past that?
I mean, I'm going to
He had a phone and was out of the hedge, out of the hollow. Could you have found it, Adele?
Eventually, yes. If I had been able to dedicate time, I probably could have, especially with the information that Nero had relayed about previous criminal informants and brother and things. So
And
yes,
he's had dedicated time to figure it out.
yes,
so.
he has.
Did he talk to them?
We don't know.
Don't you have phone records? Wasn't that what we were doing the night after the phone got lost?
I have
phone
Did
records.
I? Yeah,
They wanted
I
to-
understand. This is Jeremy.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
not in character. Did
So what?
This would be
what
like
you,
4 weeks
right.
ago.
What you did with Liss's phone is basically remote bricked it.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
yeah. So you
So
didn't
nothing-
bother trying to pull any information. It's plausible that you could conceivably do that.
Oh, I could easily get the phone records from
Right.
Nero. For Nero's
Right.
phone.
From Nero's phone remotely, but you tried to find it and it is not in a place where any signal is currently reaching it.
Oh no, yeah, no. All I have
Mhm.
to do is call the unnamed phone company with wireless company with which we have service through, and say, yes. Can you
DT&T?
tell me what phones are what?
I was about to say
phone
T-Ryzen.
Yeah. Can you tell me what calls this phone has made in the last few hours? Yes, or last day or so. Yes, I am the owner of this account. Here is my information.
Right. Yeah. No.
Or alternately,
PT&T could potentially help you with that.
It's World of Darkness. They don't have to be subtle about it.
Right. But yeah.
Yes, I could conceivably. But I also need to point out that Nero has decided, I think it is fair to say we can assume he has decided to go try and destroy his fetch on his own. And I think that we can all probably agree that that was a phenomenally stupid idea.
Give me an intelligence and empathy. Anybody who's involved in this conversation.
I was about to say, that doesn't sound like Nero.
It doesn't not sound like
it
Nero.
really sounds like
It's a
Nero.
lot like Nero out of character.
My
3.
2.
Hold on. My character sheet
2.
apparently doesn't want to.
Because he was the one who was vocally against murder as the first option.
I said deal with. I did not say
You said
murder.
destroy. You said destroy specifically.
Oh, well, that was a Freudian slip. Hold on, I need to close my fucking character sheet and reopen it because apparently it doesn't like the idea of scrolling all of a sudden. There
yeah,
we
no,
go.
scrolling is work.
Intelligence, empathy. Also, it still sounds very much like, for reasons. Anyways, 3.
Okay. So, Mira, Liss, you're thinking about it. I mean, depending on what type of state of mind he was in, he might be pushed to that circumstance. You don't think that would necessarily be his first choice.
Alone wouldn't. Okay.
Not necessarily to deal with it alone specifically. You feel like there's probably more to it than that. Now, if you know that he could be capable of being pushed to the point where he's like, no, I'm just going to go fuck this thing up. To hell with it. Phage, Adele, as you're considering the various ramifications and what you know of Nero, you do know that he still does have, in his saner moments, a lot of that investigatory sort of police-esque mentality, which does bring up such concepts as don't go in without backup, recon before confrontation, things like that. So it's possible that he might have gotten some decent info and just decided, fuck it, they're in the goblin market or somewhere else right now. I'm at least going to go have a look. Or he might have been stewing for more than a day, going a little bit spare, gotten some information and said, oh, good, here's a legitimate outlet for my pent-up aggression. But it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other at this point.
Yeah. Regardless of whether he was going to destroy it, I think we can all at least agree he was going to look into the situation. And, I mean, if he was going to eventually come face to face, which is in question, but regardless, if he was going to come face to face, I would hope to God it was destroy and not sit down and have a conversation and try to reason things out. Because that would be even worse. Either way, we should go there.
Mm-hmm.
We can find then.
And we pile out into cars, I assume.
Yep.
That works. Okay.
Vehicles.
Vehicles are taken, and where are you guys going first? Oh, almost forgot to say. Adele, about halfway through this conversation, you get a text back from Gilly. Nobody that she knows of lives there, although it's possible somebody has a hideout or a cottage or a safe house. Winter Court is known for just having locations to bolt to.
Right.
She wants to meet with you guys around 7 p.m.
Okay.
And does reference the autumn meeting happening hopefully around 8.
Perfect. I will respond back. THX. Sounds perfectly acceptable.
Tessa.
Yeah, and I will leave it at that.
Okay. Just thanks.
Thanks. And that sounds perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
No, he was debating the. Also, we're just looking into something, so don't send anybody there. But that'll just make them send somebody.
That'll just make things worse.
Tessa.
I mean,
Tessa
Gilly
was-
knows that we're looking into this. Or wait, this is the fetch thing, not the Caliban thing. Or whatever his name is.
Kalanag, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did Liz hear the part about Tessa? I cannot remember if that was told. I know Adele got that phone call because Liz
And then kicked the cabinet.
That's right. Okay. Did she explain at all what that was?
I don't.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
I believe Adele at least referenced the whole like. So this new shitstorm happened.
Got it.
More
okay.
people are fucking missing. Right. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that Liz would be able to make that connection because there's a lot of things. Okay.
No, you guys knew about Tessa being missing, honestly, before you knew about Nero being missing.
Yep.
Yes. Tessa.
What about
Tessa? She was near. Did she come by your house or this house? There are a lot of houses.
This house.
This. And then the key. Nero found her, and they went to go together because he wanted backup because he's smart. Okay.
That is a lot of speculation.
Can hope for that possibility, but there's also other ones we probably should consider.
Like they're both dead.
Yes, and if they are both dead,
There's only one key.
And what we need to do is figure out what we're going to do next, what threat the fetch still poses, how much more dangerous it might be now.
When
I mean, we are literally in the process of driving there.
Yeah.
So let's not recap what we're doing as we do it.
All right. So, you guys are approaching an address. From your location, you guys are probably, actually, let me zoom back out on the map just to make sure that I have my geospatial interpretations correct. Yes, I do. Okay. So you guys head up. You're taking the 40 bypass. You get off on, take the turn onto Park Avenue. You've got 2 blocks, well, more like a block and a half, honestly, before you get to wherever this address actually is. What's your plan of approach? Which I'm assuming you guys would have detailed with each other before now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So having looked at this location from several different graphical representations at this point.
Yeah.
What is the least obvious? Like, is there somewhere we can park and like go around back-ish?
So as far as that goes, there's a reasonable amount of street parking. There is a back alley.
Okay.
Behind the block of row houses. If you're going, if you decide to park more than a block or 2 away, there's like a big vacant lot, kind of a little bit south of the block where he's on.
Okay.
You know, with you know some metal fencing and that sort of thing.
Right.
So that doesn't look particularly. I mean, it's a little weird to park outside of a vacant lot since there's nothing there that you could possibly be going to, but it's also not highway parking in front of somebody's front door.
It's not a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Or
Or drop people off, like at the hospital.
wait, what?
Drop people off, and then you can come and pick people up, like at the hospital.
When you guys went to the hospital
Right.
in season 1, you
Right.
did a little like drive-by drop-off Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I dropping people off at? I'm confused at the moment.
Yeah.
Away so they can walk. And it doesn't look confusing. Car full of
I sort of
things
see
like-
what you're getting at, yes.
Mhm.
Let's just find somewhere that we can park, and I'll go as a group. My hope is that we can be somewhat stealthy about it, and I'm the one that can help with
Daylight.
stealth.
Though.
Yeah, and the other thing that you guys notice on the map as well, if you're willing to walk like 7 or 8 blocks between this location and wherever you leave your cars, it is just south of Druid Hill Park, which is one of the big ass parks. Nobody's gonna think
Sold American.
super. Nobody's gonna think, oh, a bunch of people parking at a huge public space and then taking a walk. That's suspicious. No. I mean, unless they happen to be a fetch who can see through your, mask.
Is Druid Hill one of the ones that we went to before? That name sounds vague.
I don't believe it's been mentioned a few times before, but I don't believe you guys have actually been there.
We searched through Druid Hill Cemetery, not Druid Hill Park.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, that's what
you guys went to. Yeah, you guys went to the Druid Hill Cemetery, which is very different.
And yes, for the record, my thing doesn't rely. My ability to make us sneakier does not require it to be dark.
Cool.
That's Nero's. Or Neo's, the stealthy one of the 2 people who aren't here.
Well, he has this one too. But yeah, there's also another one that actually just makes it really dark. This one it's called Night Subtle Distraction. However, it actually has nothing to do with it. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with
night. Yeah.
Right. However, Adele, you are aware that your Darkling curse, you are always at a -1 to enact any contract during daylight hours.
You are correct.
And if you're outside and you can see the sun, which right about now, yep, probably, it's at a -2.
If I shut my eyes while I'm...
No.
Still daylight.
No.
That doesn't help.
If I can't see it, that means it can't see me.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
Nope.
You can't see me.
Nice try.
Oh, now I'm just imagining that with the sun baby from Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's terrifying. Thank you.
Fantastic show with a terrifying crying sun baby.
Terrifying.
Yep, that sure sounds like a thing.
Anyway. All right. So you guys park up at Druid Hill.
Correct.
And work your way down. Okay. So you take a little walk down the drive, turn south on Park Avenue, follow it past a couple. There's like some churches and other things, standard Baltimore street stuff.
Okay.
Before you get down to the 1900 block.
Okay.
As you get closer,
You see a bevy of police cars with sirens flashing and a body being brought. No.
you see a relatively empty residential block.
Okay. All right.
Now, all of you pretty much have been made aware that fetches, to some extent, have preternatural sensory options when it comes to changelings.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the full extent of those, but you
Correct.
definitely know they can see through the mask at least.
Correct. So I'm going to try this anyways.
Okay.
And master of time and space, are we within 50 yards of the row house in question?
Not quite yet. You're getting there.
Once we get within 50 yards of the row house in question,
Okay.
I will attempt to invoke. Everybody please, we need to be in contact with each other.
Wait. I want to enact something. I don't know. Never mind. Carry on.
I will sort of grab Liz and bring her in contact with her.
Do you look
Friendship
like you're
circle.
considering something?
No, I'm good. I thought I had a thought about a contract, but they can see through contracts anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, the catch does not apply in this case. The catch is that it's invoked outdoors at night, so 1 out of 2 ain't enough. So I will spend. It is.
Oh wait.
Weird plus stealth. Okay, so clarify. This is one of those rules that I'm never really good on. If I have to spend a glamour to invoke
Wait. There we go. No, I'm still gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna enact.
So again, I ask, do you look like you're considering something?
Yes, I am considering something.
Liz?
She's just gonna squint and then attempt to change into something else. I'm gonna enact Riddlekith for the second time. Hopefully this one works better. To look like an ogre. Because I assume I have dined with Phage at least once this week.
Yeah.
Specifically like a gristle grinder.
Yes.
I don't think you can choose that level of precision until you get more dots of the contract. But
Yeah. No, she just wants to look like a different Kith.
Okay.
She wants to look tall and scary.
Because your kith and your seeming are two different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would be a wizened gristle grinder. Sort of like how
Well, no, it
you have a
doesn't
Ferris chirurgeon.
work.
Okay. So you will need to spend you meet the catch. So just roll manipulation and weird.
Okay. I want to spend willpower on this, please.
Okay.
Okay. Weird. So +3. 1 success. Oh, it's a terrible roll.
It was, but 1 success is all you need.
One is all you need.
So, at this point, Liz's features take on an ogreish aspect. You can actually choose seeming or kith.
Yeah, seeming or.
Okay.
Right. So at this point, you have to just be general ogre.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
General ogre.
Yep.
Sorry,
that works. This just wants to look bigger and scarier.
Okay. So describe what sort of a ogre you look like.
She just sort of grows a little bit. Really tall. Still gonna kind of be hunched over. Hair in her face. She wants to look vaguely like sea hags from 5e because that is the mental image that I have right now. So that's what I'm going for.
All right. So in her mien, which you guys can all see, Liz's hair grows probably a good another 8 to 10 inches. Straggly, wet, tangled, caked with salt. Her skin has a mottled sheen to it, and she seems to have put on about 50 to 60 pounds of muscle. Her teeth, which usually are fairly muted and well kept behind her lips, suddenly jut out from underneath with this ragged, just shanks of bone almost that accentuate this tremendous underbite that she suddenly developed. She now seems to at least appear to have 2 functional eyes. No whites though. The pupils seem to have rolled completely over in a fish-like sort of way. And she looks reasonably terrifying.
I smile.
It's like a fucking railroad tracks of horror. So ready. Adele, apparently whatever she was thinking has now happened.
I'm ready.
Right. Okay. Not even gonna question it. All right. So, anyways, I'm sorry. I was, So I am going to. What was I trying? I was in the process of.
Settle distractions.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
That was it.
So it'd be weird plus stealth minus 2. Sorry.
I was in the process of trying to ask a question when I.
Oh, okay. Question first, then.
So, if I have to spend a glamour to use the contract, and I have the ability that allows me to spend glamour to add dice to stealth rolls, can I do both of those for this contract?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm at -2, but if I spend, and how much glamour can you spend?
What's your weird
rating?
It's based on your weird. I don't think it's exactly your weird. What's your weird right now?
If I do no, it's fine. If I do 1 to activate, 1 to raise my stealth by 1, that gives me only a -1. I spend willpower, that gives me a +2.
Oh, yeah. You add 2 weird, you can spend 2 glamour a turn. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So boink, and that is weird plus stealth. Weird empathy, but still
Yep.
+2.
All right.
3 successes. I will take that. So, everything within 50 yards is everyone within 50 yards who is not in physical contact is affected. All environmental penalties to wits rolls involving perception are doubled. In quiet well-lit room or hallway where there are anywhere where there's typically none, they still get a -1 die penalty. And it's things like background noise obscure footsteps, strong smells, or etc. So it's harder to see all of us as we sneak up closer.
Right. Exactly. All of you guys will be at a much better level of subtlety once you get there.
Yep.
All right. And so you basically did that so that everybody here and within the building are within about 50 yards of you.
Yep.
So you have covered pretty much the whole shebang.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
Now we have to keep in mind it's entirely possible that what you have just done, Liz, and what I just did will mean nothing to this person, this thing. You all have me calling it a person now, damn you. This thing.
So are we walking down the sidewalk or are we taking the alley?
We are still taking the alley.
Fair. So, approaching as you do, and assuming that everybody's trying to keep it as quiet as possible, I'll have everybody roll dexterity and stealth.
Cool. And when I spend that glamour to raise myself, that's for like a scene, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's still +1. Okay.
So
I believe so. Oh, for the spent glamour there. Let me check just to be sure.
Yeah, that's one of those Kith things.
Yeah.
Darkling.
No, it's just for the dice pool. Yep. Mm-hmm. So it was just for that roll.
Okay.
You do also, however, have 9 again on all stealth.
But
I
anytime
do
you're
have 9
rolling
again.
stealth, you get 9 again.
Oh,
So
yeah, I should have 9 again that. Well, it did.
I'll let you re-roll it if you want.
No, I got 3 successes.
That's perfectly fair. All right. So everybody rolls dexterity and stealth.
You want to know
As you
what
guys sneak down the alley.
you want to know what the 600-pound spring court ogre has for dexterity and stealth?
Ooh, I got 0. It's good.
I used to be much better at this. Then we got a butterfly. Okay.
I don't know about y'all, I'm perfectly fine and sneaky. I move ahead of everyone else. No.
Yeah, I'm still a little confused about why we're all going, but okay. Yeah, I'm spending a willpower.
We're scared and don't want to
Let's just
split
say Adele has her reasons, and it involves what happened the last time that somebody was let to do their own
obviously
thing.
no.
Yeah, 0. It's good.
This is brilliant. Yep.
God.
So Lark and Adele, towards the front of the pack, drop down and just sidle along the edge of these back alley fences quietly as they can, doing their best to maintain a level of cover from the houses on that side of the alley, using the fence to stay out of sight so that anybody looking out would have to actually search for them specifically in order to see them behind fences or that close to the wall. Everybody else takes the school of thought that, you know what? If you fake it with confidence, people will just assume you belong where you're walking.
That's what Gail did.
So you're not quite doing the Julie Garland hook the elbows, follow the yellow brick road dance down this alley. but it's slightly reminiscent thereof.
Paige is fully acknowledging of the fact that she is far too large, even in her mask, to really be concealed.
It would take a lot. It would take a great deal. But you make your way towards the back of the house. As you arrive, everybody go ahead and give me a wits and composure just to kind of get the lay of the land.
Oh, I keep forgetting to do that. Oh. Moon.
4.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm waiting for someone to roll a dice pool one day, just like in a random session for nothing important, and they have a dice pool of like 3, and the results come up with like 12 successes.
All the 10s in the world. It
there
can
was
happen.
a 7.
That's the thing. Where
Okay.
it's like, okay, how did you weight the dice? They're digital.
Liz, Adele, you guys are stepping up. The main thing you notice is that there is a back door. But it looks to be behind a fence. There's some trash cans in the back. And you would have to either pop open a gate or climb over the fence to get to it. Mira and Phage, you guys are looking around. You also note the fence and the back door. You see that the blinds are drawn on all of the visible windows, which is basically second floor and up that you can see from the back here, of which there are only like 2.
Oh, well, that helps.
Lark, you also pick up on a faint murmur coming from what sounds like the first floor, like there's a television on or something, or somebody's playing talk radio. But there's some sort of noise of a recorded or a broadcast nature coming from the first floor.
Coming from a radio.
Maybe a radio, maybe something else. So, what now?
Lark is going to head towards the noise.
What?
All right, are you trying to pop open the gate or are you trying to climb over the fence?
Climb over the fence.
Dexterity and athletics.
Adele is following the party scout.
All right. Anybody climbing over the fence, dex and athletics.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
That we're all here.
4 successes.
I don't care.
What was that, Aaron?
I still think it's really dumb we're all here, but whatever.
Mira is welcome to say so.
No, Mira doesn't care. Aaron is
Hey, 3.
player.
It's
yeah.
surprisingly
No, obviously.
effective.
So Lark and Liz are the first 2 over. Adele takes you a little bit more, but you manage to hop over as additionally. Mira, you reach and you scrabble with your feet and find yourself just hanging. While Phage is standing next to you, apparently like this.
Like, basically, just kind of like, she like, at this point, if she tried to climb over that fence, she's more likely to bring it down than actually get over it. So she's just going to watch the back alley and kind of maneuver around the length and breadth of it, kind of with like hand gestures. It looks like she's mentally noting stuff down and sort of look for all the world like someone who is just making notes about the structures that are here. Potentially like someone taking measurements for some project or some other.
Give me a manipulation and expression then.
Oh, you treat me.
Can you fake it? You are at a -1. Because you don't actually look like a city inspector.
No, I'm at a +2 actually, because I put a willpower in that.
All right then.
2 successes.
Okay. So you're putting on your best civil infrastructure employee mode, which might be slightly marred by the fact that 3 people that you are literally standing next to have just scrambled over a fence and gone like ninja style into the backyard.
Yeah, that's why she's pacing the alley and not just standing in one spot.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, can I drop down?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna stay back here.
Okay.
I'll join Phage in being city inspectory.
Okay.
I know it's suboptimal that we all came. It's a character choice.
It's not.
All right.
It's not. Yeah, it's not just that it's suboptimal. This is a specific thing. So do you want me to roll, or am I just there? I don't.
If you're wanting to do the same thing as Phage, it will also be manipulation expression -1.
Okay.
Since you're you guys are doing this at different times, sort of, though, and in slightly different places, so we're not going to do the teamwork thing. But okay, 1 success. You're working your best deceptive deportment as well. So
I'm just gonna keep an eye out, ready to bolt if we get caught doing stupid.
okay, you guys, the 3 of you, are in the backyard. Then go ahead and hit me with another wits and composure.
Is that from all of us?
The 3 of you in the backyard, yes.
Okay.
2.
0.
1.
Okay.
God, that's bad.
It's very quiet. Lark, you specifically have the information to notice that whatever was making noise inside is now off. The door's in front of you. There's a few trash cans that provide a little bit of cover from anybody looking out. These windows seem to have the blinds drawn as well.
Who are they both near me?
Yes, you guys are pretty much all more or less in the same location.
Okay, she's gonna whisper to them that there was a television or radio or something that was on, and it has been turned off since we entered the backyard.
Great.
No, what are we doing?
I mean, ideally, we were trying to see what was in there before we go charging in.
I think we've already charged in.
I mean, charging in would be pounding through the door. Please don't go run up and pound through the door.
I'm not going to.
I don't want to get the cops called on us.
Until there is evidence that we have been, until we are certain we've been discovered, our best act is to act as if we are.
The radio.
It could have just been turned off. And Adele's going to start creeping up to a window to see if she can maybe... Actually, Adele's going to start going around the side of the house to see if there is any basement access.
Okay, so these are row houses. There are no sides of the house. They are wall to wall. Right, yeah.
Right. I was not sure if this was the end of the.
Oh yeah, no. This one's in the middle. It's got structures on both sides. So, but looking around the backyard area where you are, yes, there is one of those slanted doors built into the back of the building that looks like it leads below.
Does anybody know how to pick? Is there? I'm assuming it's probably locked in some.
Yes, it is. Yeah, no. There's a pretty evident small padlock on the outside.
Does anybody know how to pick a lock?
Yes. You have lockpicks. I don't have any of my stuff.
As we do the movie thing and pull
the hairpins
out of hair.
Thank you.
All right. So with a couple of hairpins, you can attempt, actually. First, you're going to have to give me a dexterity and crafts to see if you can turn hairpins into even marginally functional lockpicks.
Okay. Dexterity and crafts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend a willpower in this.
Do it.
I want it to work. My rolls have not been great, so 4 successes.
All right. You managed to make a decent pair of functional lockpicks. They will give you a +1 to the roll, which is shocking.
Sweet.
Now it's dexterity and larceny.
Okay.
Let's see. +1 for the lockpicks. Given the nature of this lock, actually, it's going to be a flat roll because it's just
Flat
a
roll?
-1 for this lock. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm. It's a slightly better than normal,
1 success.
but not enough to stop Liz. It takes her about a minute. And then the lock clicks open.
It's open.
And well, you thread it out through the attached bar hoop, and there is a reasonably large set of metal doors, still closed, potentially leading downstairs.
Look between the three
look.
of us.
Back.
Who wants to go first?
I can't lift.
Lark will go.
All right. Give me a dexterity and athletics just to see how quiet you are, or dexterity and stealth, whichever you prefer. See how quietly you can open these doors.
Can I take a look at the hinges before she tries to lift them? to
Sure.
see if
Give me a intelligence and investigation.
Okay.
Lark has no fear.
Lark wants to get shit done, motherfucker.
Oh,
4
wow.
successes.
All right. So looking at them, Liz, these things are going to be squeaky as fuck. And you turn to say something, and Lark grabs the handle and
Yes! I approve so hard.
God.
somehow managing to do it with enough delicacy and velocity both, because holy shit, 5 successes on a dexterity roll. More or less silent, like just a faint squeak.
I make a noise though. It's just nope.
And Lark, you're holding it at sort of like a 45-degree angle open.
Mm-hmm.
If you let it go, obviously it's going to go further, probably make noise. And you don't know if putting it back is going to be nearly as easy to be quiet. But you've got it open more or less quietly right now.
In response to Liz making a noise,
Uh-huh.
Adele's like, shh. Points.
Liz, give me a wits and composure. -2.
Okay.
Are we talking like the hilariously cartoonish stage whisper shush, or just actually like a quiet?
No,
shush?
like an actual shush. But
Okay.
there is humor intended in the
0 successes.
You're pretty sure you see one of the slats in the blinds shift, like somebody just pulled away from it.
No.
Second
Someone's
floor.
in there.
I was really hoping for the dramatic failure there.
Yeah.
Oh well.
well, we're committed now. Let's go.
Okay. Going down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Quietly as you can, you go down. It's pretty much just a wooden door. No apparent deadbolt, just a handle. Doesn't seem to have a keyhole, so it doesn't look like it locks all that much. Looks like the only control to this access point was the padlock on the outside of this setup. Lark, are you just going to stand here holding the door, or are you going to try and maneuver it somewhat and follow?
I'm going to try to, like, as quietly as possible, put it back down.
Okay. Give me another dexterity and stealth then.
Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted. The cameras went wacky.
1 success.
Sure why.
Okay. There's some faint creaking and a little bit of a clunk as you set it down, but it's as quiet as you feel like you could manage it.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
Meanwhile, Phage, you're kind of just glancing up and down this alley, looking. You hear a little bit of faint scuffle and scuttle on the other side of the fence. And there is like an actual gate access with a little bit of a chain and a padlock on it.
Okay.
If you wanted to try and bypass another lock and also gain access to the backyard. Mira is also kind of standing fairly close to you and following you back up and down, also very apparently aware of the sort of demeanor you're trying to project and following along.
So with that, Phage will kind of walk over to Mira and just. So I think that's about all the measurements we're going to be able to get from back here in the back alley. You want to try and get a better view from the front, see if there's anything out of place from the other angle.
Errol nod. Sounds fine. And I guess we're doing that.
All right, so you guys are going to walk back down the alley and come around to the front?
Yeah, just sort of getting to a position where there's a view of anything that might go wrong and where we can respond if needed, but where we're not blatantly in obvious view.
Okay. All right. So it's going to take you guys a few minutes to walk down the alley, back out to the street, and down the sidewalk, whichever side of the street you decide to be on.
Mm-hmm.
So Adele,
Yep.
You're the first one down.
Yep.
There's a doorknob.
I am withdrawing my switchblade,
Okay.
flicking it open, holding it ready to stab repeatedly if something threatening appears.
Okay.
Carefully, slowly reach out, grab handle. The door.
All right. You swing the door open. There's a faint scraping across concrete as it goes. Just enough to get access to the interior. It's a dark basement.
Of course it is.
Very dark. Right. What light is coming down from the stairwell illuminates a number of boxes and crates, some, small tools, that sort of thing. The normal sort of junk in a basement setup.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anybody, you don't see anything moving, and you can move inside the building if you want.
There are no suspect smells at the moment.
In terms of like decaying bodies or blood or anything like that?
Right.
Wits and composure. Unfamiliar environment, I'm giving you a -2 on this one.
Okay.
You don't know if it's a new body or if it's just the body that's been there for.
I know it's perception, but it's something that she is actively looking for. So can I spend willpower?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that will actually make it a +1.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Hey.
3 successes. You don't smell anything biological. It's mostly that sort of damp, musty, kind of dusty, sharp sort of smell that you get in a concrete older basement.
But there's no
a faint whiff of chemical, but it smells more like kind of like a gas oil mix, probably like for a weed eater or a lawnmower or something.
Okay, more of that, not so much like lye or sulfuric acid or
right. You're not picking up on the yep, smells like a meth lab, or anything like that.
Nothing that gives me an indication that this might be a serial killer's basement.
No, this looks like a very normal basement, honestly.
It doesn't smell like materials for dude smoothie.
Oh, God. All right. Lark, Liz, what are you guys doing? Following?
I'm following.
Liz is staying behind.
Okay.
Outside or in the actual room?
Outside. I'm
Okay.
trying to, if there's like a hedge or some kind of like anything.
The only thing to hide behind would be the trash cans.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind the trash cans then.
Okay. Liz is a garbage person. Excellent.
Yep. Establish this. This is where I
Meant
live
in the
now.
best possible way.
Oh, yes. Absolutely best possible way. All right. Give me just a dexterity and stealth with the trash cans blocking. I mean, they're not huge. I'll give you a +1 on that.
Okay.
Just so I have a baseline in case anybody comes to try and find you.
Yep. One success.
Okay.
God, I can't hide today.
All right. So Lark and Adele move into the basement.
Mm-hmm.
The roof, the ceiling is a little low, but both of you are fairly short, so it doesn't really get in your way. A couple cobwebs might stray across your faces. The area is fairly heavily packed with junk boxes, some marginal efforts at holiday decorations that are now in storage, paint cans, aerosols, hardware, that sort of thing. At the far end, you can see where it corners around a set of shelves, and you can just barely make out the faint glint of a little bit of light on the edge of a stairwell with a railing, but it's open to the main room of the basement until it ascends past the ceiling. That seems to be the only other exit from this basement room you found yourself in.
Okay. I'm gonna look around really quick. Is there anything more useful as a killing implement than the weapon I currently have in my hand?
Not particularly. Some of them might be heavier, but there's nothing weapon-like down here. You're mostly looking for things like, obviously, machetes, shit like that. The only things that might be usable down here are like a snow shovel, which, while has more mass, very unwieldy in terms of actually having a fight.
Lark has a gun, so she's going for the exit.
Okay. So Lark just kind of skirts around, starts moving up the stairs.
I'm following behind.
Okay. So Lark, as you get to the top of the stairs, there's a door that's shut but you can see a gap underneath with daylight coming through. Not a ton, but enough. There's illumination. And it doesn't appear to be locked on your side. You can't really see very much, but you can sort of gently run your hand up and find the doorknob.
Just going to try to open it just a little.
Okay. Give me a dexterity and larceny, because at this point, that's probably more effective in terms of quietly making your way across than just straight stealth will be.
Okay. One.
Okay. So there's a faint click as you turn the knob enough for the bolt to shoot back. Give it a little bit of a push. Swings open pretty quietly, about 3-4 inches. And from where you're standing, or probably crouched, honestly, to be honest, kind of smells kitcheny. You catch a faint whiff of some sort of herbs and spices, maybe some old takeout or something on the other side of this door.
Worth mentioning, I'm keeping track of everything that I can possibly see that we are touching.
Okay.
Right.
Because we will need to wipe down this crime scene when we leave.
She's gonna go through.
Okay.
Following.
So you push the door open a little bit more, take a step in, and that's when the gunshot goes off. We're going to break.
Ah, damn it. All right. We'll be back.
Called it.
And we're back.
Okay, so Lark, you take 3 points of lethal damage as the bullet slams into your shoulder and just rips a huge hole. It wasn't a direct hit, otherwise you probably would be missing the shoulder right about now, but it's gouged a huge chunk of tissue out of your arm. And you're tossed sideways from the impact, the shock. The pain doesn't even immediately register until a split second later. And you see just this streak of your blood spattered across the wall as you stepped through. You're sort of on your back in the middle of a small kitchen. And you can see cabinets, a little bit of light coming in between Venetian blinds, dishwasher, fridge. You're not entirely sure which direction the bullet came from.
What part of my body did it go into?
So it came across as you were coming out, would have been your left shoulder.
Okay.
And at this point, pretty much everywhere everybody is, you can at least hear a gunshot. So I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
You roll a d10.
Okay.
And you add your initiative modifier, which is on the far right-hand side of your character sheet on the main page, and then page 1, almost all the way down to the bottom.
14.
How do you roll just 1d10?
Just
slash roll
1d10 plus
What?
whatever the initiative
Okay.
is. So
Without the brackets to break everything up, obviously.
Oh, thank you.
yeah. Oh yeah.
How many points of glamours can we spend at once? It's equal to our
Equal to your weird.
Equal
Okay.
to your weird. Yep.
Sweet. Good. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Yep, exactly. All right. So we start with Adele.
All right. So what do I see since I was pretty much right behind?
You see Lark push her way out, silhouetted by the daylight that's now coming down the stairs. You hear a gunshot, you see a spray of blood, and she rolls towards her right from the impact. You can sort of see her feet right about now.
Okay. All right. I will. Oh, I know what I should have done. Oh well. Tended subjects. I'm assuming this is something I have to see. I'm going to duck super low.
Okay.
Try and get inside to somewhere with a little bit of cover if I can find it, and see if I can see the source of.
All right. So you're looking for target, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
And
give me a wits and composure
okay.
-1.
-1. Motherfucker.
All right. So you dive out of the doorway, taking cover sort of slightly across the doorway from the hall behind the fridge. From where you're seated, Lark is sort of ahead and to your left, as is most of the kitchen. You rolled past an open doorway that leads down a hall to the right.
Okay.
But you didn't see anybody as you made it.
Okay.
There's also, you can sort of see around the end of a counter towards the back. There's the back door that you would have seen coming in.
Okay. And
when you guys were
the
still
door
outside.
is not open or anything.
That one is shut.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
All right. Yep.
He's going to go again with Lark prone. Let me see. I believe that is a penalty. Right. Actually, he's not going to do anything right now that you guys can see. So there's a beat, and it's Phage's turn.
So I just heard a gunshot from across the street.
Yes, you did.
Aaron, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So Phage will turn to Mira and just kind of, oh shite. No, it's bloody hell. How good are you at driving?
Mechanically, I have 1 dot.
You don't want to be here right now, do you?
It's not a good idea to be involved in this.
Well,
Says the medic.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
There are 2.
I'll fix you. I just don't think it's a good idea to wander into a shootout with someone who has home court advantage.
You're not
No,
wrong.
it's not a good
And
idea,
he's a
no.
police officer who presumably knows how to use a firearm.
No, it's not a good idea.
Wait, I feel like, no, it's not a good idea, as Phage is about to run in.
What do you need me to do?
We need to be ready to get them out of here as fast as possible. So if you can be getaway driver, I'll try and get them extracted from situation if I can.
I have the keys to the non-smoking car, I think.
You do.
Yes, you do.
It's a ways away, though.
It's
It's
fine.
all the way up at Druid Hill Park.
Yeah, that's why it needs to be
Running is stamina. I'm not bad at running.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, I'll try and get them out of this without dying if possible.
Not dying is optimal.
And so,
Okay. So
Plan has been
Phage, with that much communication, you've got either basically your move or your action left.
yeah, she's gonna start moving.
Okay. Headed for the front door or where?
The rear door is the one that's already been opened, so
I mean, you don't know that though.
no, like
heard-
they went into the basement.
Yeah.
The basement door is the one that I know has been opened already,
Yeah. hmm
and thus I won't have to break down.
Okay. So you're headed back down around the alley.
Yeah.
Give me a stamina and athletics.
You're giving me the things that I'm good at. 2 successes.
Okay. It's going to take a total of 10 before you get there because you've got a ways to go.
All right.
Yeah. Mira, it's going to take a shit ton for you. Sorry.
Fine. Just have a number and or understand how many rounds you're expecting it to take.
Yeah. Okay. Liz, you're up.
Yep. Let's burn all the glamour. I'm gonna spend 2. Spend 1 to add to my dot or to up my dodge. And spend 1 to get the 9 again roll. Because I assume those are 2 separate things. It's for my nimble blessing.
Let me check on that, but I
think it's
believe
2 separate.
so.
Yeah. So I will spend both of my remaining glamour for that. I don't know if there's a penalty to be at 0 glamour, but I'm at it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna run in to get them out of there.
Gotcha. All right. Let me check for one thing on the dodge.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So that will double your defense.
Yep.
And
Double. Yep, double defense. Or it adds 1 point glamour adds the weird to the dodge total, or double defense. I'll probably do double defense because I think that's better.
Your dodge is double your defense.
Right. So you're dodging,
gotcha.
so you automatically double your defense. You're
Sweet.
spending a point of glamour, so after you double the defense, you
Plus
also
2.
add the weird. Right.
Okay, +2. All right.
Okay. All right.
So that makes it at my defense or dodge would be 6, 8. Is at 8 right now.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's a hell of a dodge.
And I'm running in trying to find whoever got shot so they can pull them out, or just get them out of the line of fire. Whatever's happening.
Are you going in through the basement or trying to go in through the back door on the first floor?
As far as I know, would I be aware if the back door is locked or not?
You would not at this point.
I'm going to go through the open door already.
Okay. All right.
I don't know exactly where they got shot, so.
Give me a dexterity and athletics then.
Okay, and I have 9 again. Can I spend a willpower on this?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Dexterity and athletics. 9 again. +3. 4 successes.
All right. So you are down the basement, around the shelves, back up the stairs, and you can see Lark on the ground, clutching a bleeding shoulder. There's some blood beginning to pool on the floor a little bit. And that's the first thing you see as you come in, now standing in the open area of the kitchen.
I'm standing in the open area.
Right.
All right. Okay. Can I do anything else? Is that my turn?
If you want to take an action, you can.
I will try to, and it's a stair. I'm trying to shove her back, so that she's not hit again. I want to get us down to a safe place where I can help her. So
strength and athletics then.
Okay.
You'll be able to move her basically 1 meter per success.
Okay.
She's probably about 2 meters from full cover at this point, depending on which direction you're taking her.
All right. And I spent 1 willpower. I've got another one. I'm spending them.
Okay.
Okay. This is bad.
Lark, are you resisting this at all?
No.
No.
Get me out.
You pick her up. You can't move her. She is too heavy. She is dead weight, and you are stuck. Okay.
That's my turn.
Lark, it's your turn.
We need to get out.
Okay. Lark is going to try to stand up.
Okay. Standing up, you are definitely still capable of that. You're in shock. Okay. You're feeling a little lightheaded, but you can get your feet under you.
Okay. Looking at Liz, can I lean on you?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna lean on Liz.
Okay. Are you trying to move with Liz to cover, or are you just heading to cover yourself?
Move with Liz to cover.
Okay. Strength and athletics then. And you're not at a point where you're taking wound penalties yet, are you?
No, not yet.
Okay. You go to move and suddenly the pain spikes and your knee sort of buckles under you. You're able to keep your feet. You've got one more attempt. But you haven't moved yet.
Okay, I'm going to try again. 1 success.
Okay, so you guys get basically 2. I assume you were headed to the doorway to go down into the basement again, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Would it? Yeah, that's probably.
You could either have gone to the doorway to get down into the basement, or you could try to get behind the bit of counter that's sticking out and just drop for cover. Either way.
Liz would be trying. She would have been trying to get you behind the nearest available cover, not necessarily. Well, if are those two different directions, or does one?
Yes, one's towards the back door, first floor. One's towards the basement. The basement is the straighter line, but it's a little more distance because you actually have to like maneuver your way around a corner to get behind the counter.
Up to Lark, because I couldn't move you. She was just trying to, she just tried to pick you up and couldn't move.
Lark glancing around with a short movement, you're probably going to get more cover behind the counter, although it might be more difficult to exit from there, depending on if the door's locked or not. Moving towards the basement is a little further, and you're probably not going to be in as much cover at the end of this round.
Does a modern door lock matter if it's on the inside?
Sometimes.
Right. Lark's going to try to go to the basement.
Okay. All right. So you've got a little bit of cover from the doorway, but you're still fairly exposed. Adele.
Yep. Really quick look around. Is still in the kitchen? It's still in the kitchen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything, any kind of pan on the oven?
Yeah, knife block on the counter, pan
like
on the
that.
oven, coffee maker, microwave.
Grabbing pan.
Okay. You have a frying pan.
Yep.
And then
it might take, if this takes the full action, that's fine. But is going to sort of put it out in the hallway to see if they're just shooting at the first thing they see that sticks there. It becomes visible.
Okay. All right. So
and
you
if
just
there's no
stick a pan out.
sound, if there's no sound, I'm gonna try to use it as sort of a shield to get a sort of look down the hallway.
Okay.
Frying pan shield.
Yep.
Give me okay. So you stick the pan out, and there's no immediate response. Give me a wits and composure -1 because you're trying to stay in cover and avoid.
Yep. I will spend willpower on this.
Okay.
So that +2. 2 successes.
Okay. Which is when you see him step out from the doorway a little ways down the hall. You can see him kind of rising. He's apparently been taking his time aiming this past round when he didn't shoot again immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And he's beginning to walk slowly towards the kitchen. You can see he's got the gun trained immediately on Liz and Lark right now.
Do I still have time enough? Was that enough, or can I do a quick contract thing?
That's pretty much your entire round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Then I will just.
One other thing you would have noticed. He looks like he's wearing some sort of body armor.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
All right.
Can I at least present a more visible, easy to hit target?
Oh, you're definitely presenting a pretty easy to hit, or a very visible, potentially easy to hit. I mean, like if you want to jump out and be like, blah, you can do that.
Not jump straight out like, but like make myself. Yes, I am putting myself in the line of fire at this point.
Okay.
Just
all
not
right.
like in a make myself as vulnerable and potentially dead as possible fashion.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. You can do the full Bobby Roode.
I would say, grab pan, look. You've got enough movement left that you can step out and take the dodge action.
Okay.
There's very little chance that the distance that he's at dodging is really going to affect that much.
But you never know.
But you never know, and it might give you a little more cover from
Right,
what
and
he's aiming
dodge
at.
does what exactly?
Dodge doubles your defense.
Oh, good. Well, My
It's
defense
good.
of 2, that's going to be wonderful.
I mean, 4 is
Do I
better
get
than
plus
2.
1 for the pan? No, I'm kidding.
No, you do
I'm
not. The
kidding.
pan does not count as armor.
It's armor-ish. No.
Not even
I
a
mean,
little
a shield adds 2 to your armor class. I just
bit. That's not a shield. It's cookware.
That's fine.
All right. So he is aiming at Lark again because that's where he was headed. I'm giving him a -1 for the attempted interference by Adele.
Good.
Endless.
And Lark, well, no, he's far enough away that Lark's defense still won't apply. Okay.
Okay.
He squeezes off another round.
Is there any other?
It's a flat roll because he spent the last round aiming.
So Adele is trying to put herself in line, and so is Liz. Is there?
Okay. Liz's turn ended before the movement happened, so Liz doesn't have any action in economy left to try and interfere yet.
No problem.
Oh, it did that stupid thing again.
Hang
on.
That's the weirdest. Also, Jesus. Okay, well, that could have been worse.
Yes, that could have.
That could have been much worse.
So yeah, another round erupts from the barrel of the gun and just reverberates with the volume in this enclosed area. Lark, you feel something tug at your leg, and you take another 2 lethal.
Okay. Okay. I actually haven't lost health before. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. How do you properly
All right. So you'll be marking it starting at the left, moving towards the right.
Okay.
You click each box twice to fill it with the X. X means lethal. The single slash that you get from the single click just means bashing.
Okay.
So the first 5 boxes of your health bar should be filled in with X's right now.
Okay.
Which, looking at your character sheet real quick, puts you, so you're just on the cusp of wound penalties. You don't have any yet at the moment, but if you take any more damage, you'll start to be taking penalties to all of your dice pools.
Oh, good, you're not as flimsy as me. That's good.
Not as frail as
that would be. Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
I'd be in wound penalties at this point.
That'd be -1.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right. That leads us to Phage.
I have to get into this building, so
Stamina athletics again. And that willpower if you need to.
Actually, hang on. As an ogre, what can I spend glamour on? Strength, brawl, and intimidate. Okay, never mind. Not stamina. I'll save the willpower for when I need to knock this man out. So, 2 successes.
Okay, you're almost halfway there.
Is that the entire thing for the round, or can I do another? Or...
Yeah, if you're doing a full movement, you can roll twice in the round.
Twice. All right. Mm-hmm. 2 more. We're at 6.
All right, you are more than halfway there. Just trucking it down this alley now. You've rounded the corner and you're headed for that still locked gate.
Yeah.
Phage versus gate. I'm pretty sure I know how this is going to end, though. Liz, you're back.
Okay. Yeah. We're not behind the thing yet, but I can't move her very well because that's strength, and I'm bad at that. I'm going to try and stabilize her so she doesn't keep bleeding.
Okay.
I want to help. I want her to be able to get out. That's I'm trying to stabilize her enough so that she can get out under her own power, and then my plan is to go and help Adele because I'm assuming she's shot.
What are you using to stanch the bleeding?
Goodness, I have nothing. I've got a suture needle from Adele's.
You definitely do not have enough time for sutures.
No, I don't. Can I tear part of my my t-shirt?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna wrap that around to try and help you.
All right.
Lark.
Minimal supplies. It'll be intelligence and medicine.
Okay.
You're at a -2 for minimal supplies and literally under fire.
Okay. All right. Let's just keep burning willpower. This is gonna go great, guys.
Okay.
All right. So that's +1.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially relevant to many.
4. 4 successes.
You reach no willpower.
Okay. What was that, Aaron?
I just realized it's important. What happens when we reach no willpower?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing in New World.
Yeah.
At least not for changelings.
We're tired.
Yep.
Yeah. You're tie. You need
Yeah,
sleep.
I don't have anything left to do, but I've got 1 left.
Okay.
So okay, right now. Yeah, 4 successes.
Okay.
Get out, Lark. Get out.
All right. So you rip off part of your shirt, the cleanest part that you can find.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yank off a bit, ball it up, jam it in the hole, and use the other part to tie it around.
Mm-hmm.
The shoulder seems to be at least slightly packed now, if nothing else.
Get out.
Probably still in imminent danger of infection, but
Yeah, we can worry about that later.
Yep. And you are able, with 4 successes, you are able to see that the bullet did go through.
Okay, good.
It's not still embedded.
Good. Okay.
The only silent killers we're worried about right now is if he screws a cylinder on the end of the gun.
And then
That's your action. You have your move left if you'd like.
Yep. And then do I see where Adele is right now or not?
Oh yeah, she's literally just behind and off to the side with the pan.
Okay.
And the knife.
And a knife. A knife and a pan. He has interrupted her from frying mushrooms, apparently.
Yep, and I'm trying to just get a sense of the spatial awareness stuff. And then Lark is headed toward where the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Basement stairs, yeah.
All right.
I question the culinary skills of anybody who uses a switchblade to cut their mushrooms.
It's not a culinary consideration, it's an aesthetic consideration.
Okay, valid point. No, that is yeah.
I am going to try and move to basically I'm trying to split his wherever he's shooting from. I want to split his fire, so I don't want to be near Adele.
Okay.
But I want to be close enough to her so that if she gets hit, I can get to her.
Okay. So you're standing in a doorway that is kind of 90 degrees from another doorway, which is the one he is shooting through.
Okay.
Adele is standing in that sort of 90-degree doorway,
okay,
trying to block you guys with her body, and he's at the other end of the hall. So it's kind of this very linear sort of theater of fire right now.
Okay.
So there's not really much you could do to split his fire, because if you get far enough away to split his fire, you're out of his sight line.
Okay.
You could always just charge him, but
No, I'm not going to do that. That's the terrible idea for me.
Good. There's only so many people that are going to fit in this hallway charging at one time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if I go kind of toward the side, is that where the other door, the regular door to the outside, not the basement door? Is that where that is?
So the one that he's shooting through, the basement door is sort of further back and on the opposite side from the hallway door is the one he's shooting through.
Yep.
Past the basement door, which is the one you're trying to get List down.
Or Lark.
The exterior Lark down. The exterior door is sort of back and on the other side of the kitchen wall.
Okay. All right.
With a counter sticking out in front of it.
Yep. I'm going to dodge and try and protect Lark as she makes her getaway because you're leaving now.
Damn
Okay.
Skippy.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Mira, give me 2 stamina athletics rolls.
All right. Do I get my specialty for extreme sport?
Yes.
Cool.
I'll say yes in this case.
Yeah.
That means 9 against, correct?
No, that means there's an extra die in the pool.
Right. +1.
And you can spend willpower on as many of these as you want.
I'm gonna hold off for now on the willpower.
Okay.
I feel like later I may need that.
Nice.
All right.
Total of 6.
Okay. Cool. Now give me 2 more.
Sure.
Ah! That's
Okay,
good.
6 more successes cumulatively.
All right. You've made it about 25% of the way there.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
No,
good.
legit.
That's
Wow.
good.
Hey, you keep those 6 successes ones coming, you're going to be just fine.
Well, you are.
Right, because she's running away from the bullets.
Correct.
She'll
If
be
Mira's
fine.
smart, she gets in the car, she turns the other direction from the house.
See, you're the one who bound me to you, so I can't do things to actively harm you, which this would probably count as.
I consider this indirect harm.
Nah. That's abandoning your motley mates to a gunfight definitely counts as breaking the motley pledge.
Mhm.
Okay. So Lark, you have been shot twice and are standing in a basement doorway.
Get
There
out.
is a welcoming set of dark stairs leading down.
Something is telling me to get out right now. So I
Yes,
feel like
Liz.
that's my best.
She's yelling
it's
it
me.
very loudly in
Right
your
there.
ear.
It's one of the few times you actually do want to run down the steps into the dark basement.
It's safer down there.
We're subverting all the horror tropes this episode.
She is going to just try to get out.
Okay. Give me a stamina athletics.
Okay.
2 of those, actually, if she's spending her entire turn doing this.
Yes. Okay, 1 success.
Do you have willpower?
I do have willpower.
Are you going to use it?
I should. Can I use the willpower on this?
Yes, you can. Give yourself a plus 30.
Nice.
Successes.
All right. So you sort of wobble your way down, halfway down the stairs, and then you're like, fuck this shit. And just tear out back up the stairs. You are behind the trash cans in the backyard now.
Okay.
There are at least some walls between you and gunshots at this point,
Yay.
at minimum. Okay.
It's
Adele.
a good thing drywall stops bullets. Wait.
Yes, it does.
It
Wait, no, it
depends on
doesn't.
if this is drywall or plaster, because plaster is a lot different.
Adele.
Yep.
There's a man. You have brought a knife and a frying pan to a gunfight.
All right. I have an important question, and it's a really bad question.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It has been established by our nighttime school adventure that Adele sometimes has interesting things in her purse, such as hairspray and a lighter.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You still have your hairspray and lighter.
God damn it.
Now he's brought a gun. He's brought a gun to a flamethrower fight.
Oh God.
Oh
here we go again.
no!
All right.
If
Fuck,
he
I can't
has-
remember what I made you roll for this last time. I think it was fucking dexterity and crafts or something like that.
I think it was either weaponry or firearms.
Yeah, I thought it was firearms, maybe.
Sure, we'll go with dexterity and firearms. Why not?
Firearms.
You will have to
This is
spend your
fire.
movement to get within range of him for this, though.
Right up in front of him.
All right.
Oh no.
Just if I die, it is worth it just to see the look on his face.
Oh god.
Its face.
Dexterity and firearms. You can spend willpower if you want. His defense puts you at a -2 for this.
Okay.
It's fire though, so the body armor doesn't really help. Otherwise, you would be at a significantly stronger
So
penalty.
-2, so +1.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember why this is a bad idea.
And don't forget damage for the fire, which I think we said was 3. So it's going to be at a plus. Your total pool is at a +4. Yeah.
+4. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good because I don't have the firearm skill. It's only a -1 for that. Yep. That's 3 fire damage.
All right. He has gotten his ass hurt. All right. So you just go up
to the face.
Yep. I mean, and honestly, yeah, you scorch across the shoulder, a little bit of the face. He recoils. If he was aiming again, he definitely has lost that right now.
Good.
And his response is going to be to shoot at you. You are definitely close enough that your defense applies, however.
Okay.
So your defense is 2, right?
Correct.
Okay, so he's at a -2 for this.
Good.
Dexterity and firearms.
What makes
-2.
this better is he can see through your mask, meaning he's seeing a zombie lady.
God damn it. It
with
did
a
it again.
Flamethrower.
Flamethrower zombie, yeah.
Shit. What is with these freaking rolls?
I don't know. I've never been able to get that. It's, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Jesus. All right. So he manages to squeeze off a shot, and it tears past your ribs a little bit.
Okay.
And kind of that lower abdomen thing where everybody gets shot in all the movies.
Yep.
But he's also on fire, so
Right.
that might just be distracting him a little bit. And yeah, he spends his movement trying to beat the fire off of his shoulder. Which, let's see if he manages. It's not an attack roll, and he's not at any penalties. I'm going to say he needs 2 successes for this. Hey,
Damn
2
it.
successes. All right. So he manages to beat the fire off.
Okay.
You're standing there kind of shaking that can. You think it's got maybe 2 more squirts in it.
I mean, I am probably just going to start beating his head in with the frying pan next.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. You drop the frying pan
I know.
to get to him.
I know.
Okay.
But that's,
all right.
I mean, my next action, I assume I can reach down, pick up.
You can
and,
grab the
and
pan or your knife or whatever. Yeah.
pretend
Yeah.
his face is a golf ball and
Yes. You
try to do a 100-yard drive. I don't know if that's actually viable. I don't play golf.
Stamina and athletics.
I think if we want.
Oh, that's right. It's
2.
my turn. Oh, no, it's your turn.
No,
That's right.
yes.
I did my thing.
Sage.
You were talking about. Hi.
About Johnny C. 2 successes. All right. You're still making progress. Can roll again if you want to try and close it.
One more.
You are standing in front of the gate.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Yep. Okay, which means Liz.
Yep.
You just saw Adele go full on bootleg flamethrower up in this guy's grill.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm not entirely. So usually she doesn't carry her gun around with her, but she does have a gun, and she did know we were going to this house.
Mm-hmm.
There was a chance.
Sure.
I think she probably has the gun with her.
Yes, she probably does.
She probably does.
The question is, does she have any bullets with her?
No.
Because
I don't know if I had bullets.
After your previous attempt with this thing, Nero made sure you got some bullets for it. I think you had like 7.
Gear carried. I just have in my notes. It just says bullet. Just
bullet. Oh, okay. Apparently you have a bullet.
I have a bullet. I'm gonna go with it.
Fine, that makes a good melee weapon once you're done.
Yeah.
I was gonna say pistol whip.
I don't want to get that close to him. Yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna try and shoot.
Well, here's okay. So
I have troubleshooting.
You have what?
I have troubleshooting because of the one-eyed thing.
Yes.
It does have a mechanical effect on that.
Yes, it does. Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good.
I don't know what.
That's what this is for.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The regular. Not
all penalties for ranged attacks are doubled.
Okay.
So if there is a penalty, then it's doubled.
Got it.
She is shooting into close combat. So there is a penalty. Yep. Normally you would subtract 2 dice, so you are at a -4 for this shot.
All right. Which is dexterity and firearms?
Dexterity and firearms. Make sure you also have the gun on your sheet selected as well, because it should have a damage rating, which also adds to the dice.
I do not have one on there for whatever reason. I never put it on there. In that case, never mind. I won't do that because that'll.
No, you should still do it.
Yeah, I should. Okay.
Yeah, because that was. I remember that your gun was a 9mm.
Yep, it was a revolver.
Right.
I remember.
Which qualifies as a light pistol, I believe. I think the damage is 2.
Okay. Type gun damage 2.
Yep.
Sure. Okay. All right. I think I have that selected. Okay. Firearm versus dexterity. I have 9 again.
Yes, because dexterity.
-4. Which means it's not a chance die. Which is good. It's very good.
Yep. He's far away enough that he won't get his defense against your shot.
All right. 1 success.
All right. So you weave the gun around, you squeeze the trigger, bam, hits him solid chest, and you see him jerk a little bit. Doesn't look like it did any damage to him. You can see that body armor he's wearing, and it feels like it looks like the round sort of mushroomed on that.
Okay.
But you hit him. It just didn't hurt nearly as much as you'd hope.
Yep.
Okay. And then you're headed for cover?
Not fully for cover. I still want to be able to see if Adele goes down. So I'm probably just dodging again.
Okay. All right.
He seems pretty involved with what's happening with the fire, so I'm gonna go with it.
Okay. So you can only dodge if you haven't taken an action, which you did by firing the gun.
No problem. Just sort of step back and to the side, but still.
Okay. You have a feeling that his attention is probably taken up with the crazy with the hairspray. So you're not too worried that he's going to be like, I should shoot that person who didn't actually hurt me, even though they hit me. All right. Mira, 2 more rolls.
Right. And I still get that +1 because it's just.
Yes, you do.
You know, if you actually pop up the roll, that makes it easier.
Nice.
8 more.
Wow.
Another 8. You are about halfway to the vehicle.
Okay. Did I get 2 more rolls at this point, or was that just?
No, that was for the turn that we missed from you earlier.
Cool.
You get 2 rolls per round.
That's what I thought. Cool.
All right. Lark, you are down behind a trash can, and you hear more gunshots inside.
Oh yeah, this is probably more confusing.
I mean, I think your gun is a different caliber.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it sounds like a different gun, at least if you're clued
It probably
into those
does. Yeah,
things.
yeah. If you're listening, and honestly, Lark is pretty auditorially aware most of the time, so you can probably tell it's more than one gun.
Okay.
So either somebody is shooting back, or this guy is in a John Woo movie.
She's gonna try to just get out the way that she came in. She's gonna try
Okay.
to find Mirror or Phage.
Dexterity and athletics, then.
I mean, to be fair, this is Nero's fetch. Nero does seem like somebody who would keep his house like he lived in a John Woo movie.
1 success.
All right. You kind of sling yourself up and over the fence. The landing on the other side is not very graceful and kind of fucking painful. And you land pretty much right next to Phage.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Phage, she's shot to hell. She's got a rough bandage on one shoulder, and she's freely bleeding from her calf.
Mira's getting the escape vehicle. Get the fuck out. I'm gonna get the rest of them.
Hey.
Oh, this is the best.
All right. You've got one more roll left. If you want to make stamina and athletics to try and get further out of the alley, go right ahead.
Okay.
Oh, we are not being subtle or.
The
no.
police are coming soon.
So,
Yeah.
probably-
So you start kind of gimping your way down the alley the way you came in initially. Hey, Adele.
Yep.
How you feeling there, girl?
I'm feeling like I want to stab. I want to stab a thing in the eyes.
Okay.
Well. Yeah, stab a thing in the eyes.
All right.
So yeah, I drop the lighter and the hairspray. I grab the knife, and I'm going to try to grab shoulder and hopefully like stab up, not necessarily eyes, more like, soft part of throat area, which I'm pretty sure is not covered by body armor.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to try a thing then.
Okay.
What's the damage on your knife?
I believe the damage on the knife as I put it down is 0.
Okay.
It's just lethal damage on an, yeah.
Makes sense.
To the surprise of no one, I will be spending willpower.
Okay. The willpower will negate the targeting penalty.
Okay.
So you will be rolling a flat roll, dexterity, or sorry, strength and weaponry, because you don't have fighting finesse, right?
No, I do not.
Okay. Strength and weaponry. -2 for his defense. Plus whatever the damage is for the knife, which it should auto put into the dice pool.
0.
I just checked the switchblade is 0, yeah.
Yeah. If you hit, given that you're going for a headshot, you're dealing double damage.
Nice.
I'm rolling 1 die.
10s explode.
I know.
You can always roll a 10. Yeah, you can't. But...
This is me. Fuck it. Go big or go home. The attack roll. So I'm at -2. With willpower spent.
All right. So there's a miss. Given that it is close quarters combat, I will let you forego your move if you want to attack again. His defense drops by 1, so you'll be rolling 2 dice for this one.
Fuck yes.
If you spend another willpower, that is.
Why the fuck not?
Okay. All right. So your modifiers this time are just -1.
Okay. God damn it. Yep. Okay, sorry. So only -1. Come on. Don't fuck me, digital kill.
Ah, didn't roll it.
He didn't roll. Just try again.
Try it again.
Well-programmed sheet, whoever put this together.
I know.
Ah!
Hey!
Yeah!
Which is 4 damage because you stabbed him in the face.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. So, Adele, you reverse grip, come up, grab the shoulder, lunge for the eye. He dodges to the side, and your forearm hits his shoulder. You pull back again, jam it in again, and it slips right up in the corner. And something goes, and there's a lot of liquid on the back of your hand right now.
Okay.
Important question.
Yeah.
Because Adele honestly doesn't know the answer to this. And she has been curious. Is it actually blood?
You don't have the time to look at it quite yet.
Okay. Because she's suspecting it will not be.
Yep. All right. So with him at that point...
An eye came out, apparently.
Okay. He is going to make an attempt. Where is that level of the book? He does something weird, Adele.
Talking weird with an E or weird with a Y?
Yes.
E, with an E. He lunges at you.
Okay.
What is your resolve and weird together?
That is a really good question. 5.
Added together is 5?
Is 5. Weird, resolve 3, weird 2.
Okay. He's got a willpower to spend on this.
Why am I concerned that the higher it is, the worse this will be for me?
Okay. Okay. You lose a willpower.
Okay.
Something rips off of your shoulders. And he goes to lunge away from you, and you see his hand coming up towards his mouth, holding something dark and writhing.
To be clear, when you say I lose a willpower, do I lose a willpower point or do I lose a willpower? Okay.
Point. A point of willpower, not a dot.
Okay.
It's good to make sure about these kinds of things.
Phage.
Hi.
What you doing?
There's a door between me and the inside of the building.
There is no longer a door.
There is no longer a door.
Well, there's a gate and a door, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have to get, yeah.
I mean, Ogre's Rending Grasp is instant, so...
Yes, it is.
These are both barriers that are attempting to block my way, so they both fulfill the catch.
Oh, 100%. All right. So, let me look at Contracts of Stone and get the details on that one again. All right. So, roll me Strength and Weird.
Strength and Weird. 2. Its durability is reduced by 2.
Yep. Okay. So, I'm assuming you're just going to pretty much try and rip this shit down. Give me a Strength and Brawl.
Strength and Brawl or Strength and Athletics?
Strength and... It's technically an attack, so it would have to be Strength and Brawl.
All right. It's all right. My Strength and Brawl's better. 1 success.
That's enough to get the chain link out of the way.
move through the door, friending grasp again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll strength and brawl again. You can use willpower if you want.
Any strength and weird again?
Oh, that's right. You can only enact the contract once. Someone to say?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's per object. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So I had to enact the contract again.
Yeah, so next turn, you'll have to enact the contract again.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, it's an instant action. You can do that again, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought.
Yeah, and you're not actually spending the glamour, so yeah.
Yeah, I thought as an instant thing, it's just something I can do every time I have to take an action.
Yep. Strength and weird again.
Durability reduced by 3.
Okay, you want to do another strength and brawl on this sucker then?
Yes.
Okay. And you can spend willpower on it if you want.
Yes, actually, I should do that, and I forgot to.
Okay.
Actually, add that extra 3 dice.
So, Liz, Adele, the back door just kind of explodes. And a foot comes in and just poof, lands in the kitchen. All right. That's Phage's turn.
Yep.
Liz,
Okay.
you have an empty gun.
Yeah,
Go.
I have an empty gun. He still has a gun. Do I know would I could fulfill the catch for Touch of the Workman's Wrath? Owner of the device either stole or attempted to steal something of value from the Changeling, or
Not that you're aware of.
Wait,
Okay.
does he still have the
Ye-
gun? Because he did lunge forward towards me with both hands.
No, just one hand.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So the Nero does not count. Let's see. Then he still has a gun.
Go.
You were still there though. Damn it. That didn't work.
Tic tac.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take the dodge action again and back toward the now burst open door.
Okay.
He
Sounds good.
and I'm curious if Liz would know what he just did to Adele at all.
You have never seen this before now.
Okay. All right.
But
do
given
have-
your position,
Yes. And
give me a wits and composure, actually.
okay. And I do have encyclopedic knowledge, which I always forget about, which basically means that I can make a roll for something even if there is no, like I don't have a background in something.
Okay.
I might still know it. So,
All right.
and it's wits and composure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. You can make an intelligence and wits +2,
Okay.
given that you had a pretty clear view of what you saw.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Sorry. It was not.
And encyclopedic knowledge is the shit.
3 successes.
3 successes. You don't know what his purpose is with it.
Mm-hmm.
And you it's like you saw what he did, and part of you is like, I didn't know that was a thing that people could do.
Yeah, and
He reached out.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed her shadow, ripped a sizable chunk of it off, and looks like he's trying to eat it.
Okay. Do I have enough movement to rush him?
Yes, you could get up within melee to him if you wanted.
Yeah. Having a piece of someone is bad. So,
Okay.
yeah. I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you rush up to him. Are you trying to attack him or what?
No, I am trying to get that shadow back. We
Okay.
need to leave, but we're not leaving a piece of Adele behind.
That's fair.
Okay.
If you're going to try and get him to drop something, that will be a strength and brawl. It's going to be at it's going to be at a -4 because you're trying to attack a moving hand specifically.
Okay.
You can spend willpower if you have some, though.
I do have one left. I do have a dot and brawl, so it's not terrible. But let's spend that willpower to make it -1, so it's not a chance die. -1. Nope. 0 successes.
Okay, so you run up to him, you make a swipe at it, but you miss the hand. He's still got it.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Mira, I'm going to need 2 more rolls.
I'm coming, guys, eventually.
And if I had time, I would probably say he's got something. He took
I saw
something to phage.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So phage.
Mira, you're starting to get a little bit of that stitch in your side. You're still making progress, but it's starting to wear on you a bit. Surprisingly, most people that you pass seem to be like, "Oh, girl out for a jog."
Fine, that's good. How shady is this neighborhood? But whatever.
Adele.
Yep.
You've got a knife and a hand on a shoulder, and this guy is shoving a
piece of me.
Just piece of something black and squiggling into his mouth.
Kill him.
I mean, all right, we'll see how this goes. Really quick, I do want to look at my hand.
Okay.
Is it blood?
Give me intelligence and occult.
I'm assuming specialty ghost stories does not apply here.
No, this isn't really a ghost story thing. This is more of a
Fair enough. Sheet roll.
More of a fairy tales thing.
The blood thing.
1 success.
Well, you're not sure what it is, but it ain't blood.
Perfect. There was the
bleed.
slightest smidgen of doubt that there might be something potentially morally complex about this that has evaporated into the wind. All right. Well, we'll see how this goes now that I don't have willpower to spend.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still attacking his head, or are you going for other things? Because there are larger unarmored targets on
I'll
his
go
body.
For the larger unarmored targets then.
Probably his leg.
Yep. I mean, I feel like he doesn't have to get too much. I don't have to do too much more damage to him before he drops, but I don't know.
Right. Okay. So it's going to be he's got his it's just squids all the way down. We need to make a fetch for this detective that I've just kidnapped. I know. Here's some blood packs. Push it all together. Trash bag.
That's pretty much what she was.
Amazing.
Blood packs.
Just to fuck with those people that try and kill the fetch.
They'll think he's human. Blood comes out.
Was Nero the fetch all along?
Yeah, that's how you know if it's human or not, whether or not blood.
Sorry, audience, you're missing all the things that are happening in Roll20 chat, but it's great. Let me tell you. Okay. So,
I feel like we pretty much described it, but
right, yeah. So Adele, it will be strength and weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
You are at a -2 for his defense and a -2 because you're going for a leg or an arm.
That's literally worse than than going for his face.
Huh.
Well, no, because otherwise it would be at a -2 for his defense. Oh, no, wait. You've got a hold of him. We're not doing defense. That's right. So you're just at a -2 for leg
Okay,
and arm.
good.
Arm.
That means that there is at least no chance that I jab it into my own neck.
Right.
Good.
Gotcha. Wait a minute.
Okay, that's a miss.
Yeah. First one's a miss. Second one will be at just a -1.
Okay. I hate you, die roller.
We're doing
like
this
every
dance
other
again.
one. It does it like every other one.
Every
nope, I've jinxed it now.
2 out of every 3.
Oh.
2 jabs. Both miss.
6 and 5.
And the hand goes to the mouth.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I tried really hard to... Sorry.
Okay.
All that stabbing work I did.
Right. He's chewing and attempting to run away from Adele. So Adele, give me a strength and athletics.
Oh, good. This is a great roll for me.
Liz is nearby. Do I?
You don't have hold of him, so no.
Okay. Yep.
No, not intelligence athletics. I might actually succeed there. Not stamina. I might succeed there too. This is a chance roll.
Oh, if it wasn't chance.
Ooh.
Mother.
Oh. Okay. That's not a.
Ooh.
It's not it.
Ha! Wait.
It's stalemate. He lunges away, but he's chewing, and you've still got a hold of his shoulder.
You rolled Liz's stats. Was that intended?
Oh, whoops. That was unintentional.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Say.
Those aren't the right numbers.
No,
Hang
I
on
saw
a
you
second.
filling out my sheet. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, you're like, wait, what is he doing? All right. Hang on a second. Let me roll this on the correct.
Or we could just use mine. I mean.
I'm okay with using that.
Nope.
Aw.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So he lurches away. He breaks your grip, but he doesn't have enough room to actually get away. He's just sitting there chewing on this thing.
Use dexterity instead of strength.
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
For his, yes. All right. Phage.
Hi there. He may have gotten out of someone's grip, but he needs to get back into mine.
Okay.
Yes,
I need
you
to
hold
grapple
him. I'll stab him. It'll work great.
That's totally how this works.
So I'm going.
Because stabbing somebody who's wrestling never accidentally hits the other person.
I mean,
It depends on how much wrestling and how much of a curb stomp it is.
That's true.
We're
So
hoping for a curb stomp.
I'm going to try and grapple him, and because it's a reflexive action, I will spend a glamour and use Might of the Terrible Brute to attempt to increase this pool.
Nice.
Okay.
First, I'm going to roll Strength and Weird. It's the same as if I just spent a glamour on the pool itself, so this goes up by 1.
Okay.
Strength and Brawl, I'm assuming, to try and grapple.
Yes.
And I have the grapple specialty, so I get another +1.
You get another +1 there.
Wow, okay. 1 success.
Okay. Let me make sure I've got the grappling set down. No, not the firearms. Okay. Strength and Brawl. He was already at 0 for his defense, so that doesn't matter. Yep, you got him.
right.
Excellent.
Do I have room for a second action?
No, because you would have used your movement to close and then your action to grapple.
Okay, that works.
Yep. Mm-hmm. plus the enacting of the contract, which I think is still instant, but yeah.
It's
Okay.
reflexive, actually.
Reflexive, okay. List.
Yep. Can I tell at all what eating the shadow did to the fetch?
Give me a wits and composure. No, an intelligence and composure, actually.
Okay.
Oh, and Lark, I almost forgot. I need you to roll 2 stamina athletics.
Okay.
I'm out of willpower, so we're just gonna do it. It's good. It's good.
1 success and 0.
Okay. So yeah, you get a little further down the alley, and then you're like, I need to breathe there. The blood is you're starting to get faint.
1 success.
Okay. He, as far as what he's doing, he's eating it.
Yep.
He's eating a shadow.
Yep.
He is chewing it up and trying to swallow.
And I have no idea what that's doing to him.
No idea what that's doing to him.
Okay. Phage and Adele are both there.
Uh-huh.
Finish it. I'm gonna get out of there.
Okay. Just headed out the now busted in back door, or?
Yes.
Okay. You step through the back door. You can see the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Lark, but you can see a little bit of blood in the alley on the other side of the now more or less ripped off its hinges gate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can I tell, because I know this is a police officer's house, and I am aware now that when gunshots happen, police come. At least they should.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell if anyone's coming?
Wits and composure.
Okay. Zero successes.
You do not currently hear any sirens or see any visible or otherwise noticeable indications that law enforcement has been alerted or is on the way.
Okay, I'm rushing after Lark.
Okay. You can probably catch up to her pretty easily.
Okay.
Next turn.
Yep. So that's
New theory. This guy is just such a gun nut that having bullets coming, like hearing bullet sounds from his house, is Tuesday for everyone who lives in this neighborhood.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? All right. Lark and Mira, 2 more rolls again.
Okay.
I mean, that would certainly explain why the outside of the house, of all the houses around, were covered in Teflon.
Right.
2 successes and 1 success.
Okay. You're starting to get a little bit further down the alley.
Okay.
Mira. 3.
And only 4 more. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Still getting
run
closer.
A long way.
You have run kind of a long ass way, and
Yeah.
you pretty much started at a dead sprint. So yeah, no. You can't be expected to keep that pace interminably. Adele.
Yep.
There he is.
All right.
Chewing
perfect.
away.
So I can pick up the flamethrower and fire it off, and I'll only hit him. Right? No, I'm stabbing.
All right.
So
are you targeting again, or?
I'm targeting. Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything? Does he lose defense for being held, or do I get bonuses?
He's down on his defense. Because his defense is decreased by 1, so your first one will be at a -1 penalty. Your second one will be at no penalty.
Awesome. I like.
If you're doing
plan.
2 attacks again. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So minus.
Sometimes
1.
wielding a very lightweight weapon has its advantages.
I mean, I almost feel like,
because if you had like an axe or something, you could only make 1 attack a round. You know.
I almost feel like this round should be spent just slowly, carefully taking the armor off. But no.
I mean, if you want to, that would help me. But you know.
Nah. I want to try and kill him before he finishes consuming my shadow. That would be ideal.
That's fair.
-1.
Ugh.
Fuck you, dice. And -0. Hey, that's good damage.
Hey!
So you jam down, and Phage is trying to grapple this guy, and he's maneuvering, and there's just enough of a lurch that it goes kind of wide and scrapes off some of the body armor. So you just flip the knife around in your hand, stab upward this time, tag him right in the thigh. And there's a gout of whatever this other fluid is, and he just goes limp.
Yay.
It's done.
Phage, you find yourself holding a strangely wooden and wiry facsimile of a bipedal humanoid figure. It smells of tar and sawdust almost. You see slats that have apparently been pulled off of like a decorative picket fence, wound around with wire that's a similar gauge to chain link. The body itself, the torso, is apparently made up of the kind of orange plastic fencing that you see at construction sites, but rolled up into a cylinder with some bits of caulk, adhesive, a little bit of duct tape holding it together. And as the head drops off, it emits a drainage of foul-smelling kind of antifreeze and scummy pond water. And you look down, and it's basically it's an upside down milk jug, very discolored, but with Sharpie denoting 2 eyes and a nose, no mouth.
Would a mortal conceivably misconstrue this as the shittiest, most redneck target dummy?
I mean, conceivably. But you're looking at it, and you're turning it to see this thing's mask. Yeah, whatever mask this thing had is completely evaporated. And you look down, Lark's blood is still back there for sure. But the blood that this thing spat out, I mean, this thing's remnants are just mundane debris.
Yep.
Does it still have liquid in it?
A little bit. But it's just kind of dribbling out of the milk jug. There's none really that you can find that's saturating or running through the rest of the scarecrow.
Can I like splash the liquid from the milk jug over the blood to conceal it with whatever this foul substance is?
I already have a
Oh, do you? Never mind.
There are much better ways to do that.
Go for it.
So I am going into his medicine cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
And I am looking for things like I mean the obvious stuff. Iodine, anything that traditionally fucks up.
Mm-hmm. You find rubbing alcohol, peroxide, a little bit of iodine, number of different cleaners, bleaches, and that sort of thing.
Okay.
But mostly just kind of household stuff.
Okay.
Nothing specifically like, and this is what he uses to cover up the crime scenes when the police use unnecessary force and end up murdering somebody. Yeah.
He doesn't put that in a box called in a box with like cover-up materials written on the side in Sharpie.
Keeps their cover-up materials at their house. You keep that at work.
No, you specifically don't keep that at work. IA, God.
You keep it in the IA office. Yeah, obviously.
And as Adele goes to look for crime cleanup cover-up, that's where we're ending for tonight.
All right. Say goodbye.
Say goodnight, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.